Hey folks, it's your boy, Andy Barrar, Handy Andy from handyandymedia.com. The only guy who can fix your Wi-Fi and your toilet in the same day. But that's not what we're talking about today. It is your lucky day, folks, because I'm doing a review for Best Buy's blog on this product right here. It's from Samsung, it's brand new, and it's called the Freestyle. This is a smart portable projector. Now, I just want you to let that sink in for a second. A smart portable projector. And it's more than just a projector. We'll talk about that in a bit. Now, in this review, we're going to look at the design of the Samsung Freestyle. We're going to talk a little bit about the setup because it does happen on your smartphone. We'll talk about how to get it set up and running in the room of your choice. You could even do ceilings, folks. And we'll talk about the smart features that it comes built in with it, and also the different types of devices you can connect, like your laptop or a gaming console. And finally, I'm going to end off with some tips and tricks of things that I've learned with my time with the Samsung Freestyle to help you get the most out of it. So what do you say? Let's get this show on the road. Alexa, turn the studio lights on.
Okay.
You know how I be. Folks, sit back, relax, get your popcorn ready. Cue the intro. So let's start by taking a quick look at a design. Now, just by looking at this, it does not look like a portable projector. In fact, I think a lot of people would think that this is a 360 speaker that's sitting in a cradle. And guess what? They would be right, because not only is it as a projector, it's actually a speaker as well, and it sits in this cradle and it can rotate 180 degrees. So you could literally, if you want, project onto a ceiling, which is great for the kids, especially when they have like a sleepover. But all in all, it is not big. This does not look like a projector. You could literally take this everywhere. On the side, you're going to find that you do have some port options. Of course, you have USB-C, which is to power the device, but you also got a micro HDMI port. And it's going to be micro because this product is micro. So if you don't have one of those cables, you can just get one, and then you could hook up your laptop, which I will show later, and or a gaming console to this to be able to play virtually anywhere, man. It's just, sorry, it's still taking me time to digest what this projector can do. It's truly amazing. Now on the front, you're going to actually see the lens of the projector itself, which sits in the middle. It's very small. I could say about the size of my fingertip. And on the side are these sensors. Now these are the sensors that allow this projector to do essentially auto keystone, auto focus, and even level it on the wall. So it's actually analyzing the wall to make everything smart and straight, and to give you perfect focus as well. So there's no adjusting dials on this. There is no dials on this. Another thing you'll notice is that you can see a grill on the top and the bottom, and that's because, as I mentioned, it's also a 360 degree speaker, meaning the sound comes from the bottom and the top everywhere. On the back, you're gonna find a subwoofer, so you got a good balance of low end and also a 360 degree sound. So this speaker, and I can speak from experience, will fill up an entire room. However, there is the ability to connect Bluetooth devices, like say a sound bar, to this as well, if you do not want to use the built-in speaker. But I'm just going to go on the record and say a lot of people are going to be very, very impressed with the speaker quality of the Samsung Freestyle. Now that we've looked at design, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the setup. Everything you need to know to get this baby up and running. Now, depending on the kind of surface that you're going to be projecting on, the Freestyle can project an image anywhere from 30 inches all the way up to 100 inches. And the thing you're going to notice is the smaller the screen, the more brightness that you're going to see. The more that you push it back, you're going to compromise on that brightness, but you're going to get a bigger screen. And I have to say, there's this one wall in that room, and it's freaking big. And I was able to place this in a strategic spot, and I got a beautiful screen. Like kids, they're gonna lose their mind if they can watch their favorite shows on Netflix or Disney Plus on this. It's just, they don't know how good they got it. You know, I'm old school. I know how good they got it. They just think that this stuff has always been around, but no. This is an amazing technology that Samsung has put out. This is like an entirely new product category. Now let's talk a little bit about this auto adjustment. It does a pretty good job auto adjusting. You can tell that it's trying to sense the wall and figure everything out to make the focus, the level, and adjust the keystones. And I just love that it does it automatically, because this is good for normal, everyday people. Plug it in and you're good to go. I want to talk a little bit about some tips and tricks that I learned about this using it. The first thing is, when you get this, you want to get an extension cord, because you want flexibility. You don't want to be confined to the distance of the cord. You want to be able to walk around with this, find the best image, and that's going to help you figure out where to place it. But if you don't have an extension cord, you're really limited to that wall. And here's another thing that I've noticed. Depending on the kind of wall you want, say you want to fill the entire wall, you don't get to really choose where this goes. It will tell you where it needs to be to get it to fill that wall. So having that extension cord is going to be able to allow you to figure out exactly in that spot and still have that length from the wall to make those adjustments. Another trick that I learned is, you put it on like a coffee table, move it around, play around with the wall to try to get that perfect image. You can adjust the angles, you can adjust the distance, but you really don't get to pick where it goes. So you just have to keep playing around, and having that extension cord will just make everything easy. So even if you're traveling and taking this with you to your friend's house, bring an extension cord. Trust me. My name is Handy Andy. I'm all about handy tips, and this is something that you don't want to miss. Now let's talk about the different types of devices that you can connect to it. As I mentioned, there is a micro HDMI port on the side. And that means if you do have an HDMI enabled device like your PlayStation or Xbox or your laptop, you can connect it. Now, my PlayStation's in my Airbnb suite, and I actually built this thing in the wall for it to sit. It can't come out. The way I built it, it's like stuck in there. So I had to use my laptop. And so I checked out my laptop. I connected it to the Freestyle, and like, you want to talk about big like monitors? This is like, take it to a whole nother level. I actually took the blog article that I wrote about the Freestyle, and I was editing it on this gigantic wall. It's pretty freaking cool. I've never seen an article that I've written that big, but like, if you're into spreadsheets, whoo, you're going to have a great time. Your husband or wife might not be happy with you, but man, you could rock a spreadsheet on the wall anytime with the Freestyle if you connect it to your laptop. But I think for most people, because I think really younger people are going to get this, they're going to want to connect their gaming console. Man, sleepovers will never be the same with this thing. I'll tell you that. Now, after playing this a lot at my parents' house, I had to go and show my mom. I brought her over because, like I said, I was supposed to buy a TV, and I said, hey, check this out, Mom. I got her to sit down. She was amazed. And being a typical mom, she gets up and she's like, Andy, on your video, the thermostat, she's like, is that gonna be an issue? Like a typical mom. And I'm like, Mom, it's okay. Everybody's got thermostats. It's blending in the thermostat. And it was pretty funny to see how she's still like being a mom and being all concerned while I'm making a video. It's just like she's trying to direct me or something like that. But let me tell you something. My mom saw this. She saw it in action. I showed her how to access like YouTube and to find like Hindi movies that she wanted to watch. And I sold her. She's sold. You know what she likes about it is the fact that she doesn't have to have a TV on the wall. She likes that nice open concept. But when the grandkids come over, when she feels like watching a movie, all she got to do is point, turn it on, and boom. Doesn't matter. She got so many walls. She can pick any wall that she wants to watch. If she's sewing, she can put it up over there. She can, lie down on the couch and watch it over there. Put it above the fireplace. So many options. I'm telling you, this device here is going to completely disrupt the whole television projector market. This is an entirely new category, in my personal opinion. And I've been in the tech game for like 10 plus years, okay? I've seen everything. 3D TVs, curved TVs. I've seen it all, folks. Nothing impressed me. This impresses me. And the fact that I'm one of the first to review it, to be able to get this video and be one of the first online, I just feel so privileged and honored, because if this is a hit, I want you to go and look this up and say, Handy Andy called it. He said it was going to be a hit because normal people can use this, and that's what it's all about. Autofocus, auto keystones, auto leveling, instant smart features. Please, Samsung, just put Google Assistant in this, okay? Make it easier. I was trying to access YouTube. And in YouTube, you have the ability to use it by search controls, by voice. But you got to go and you have to hit the voice icon. Then you have to hit the voice button on the controller. However, if you hit the voice button on controller too early, Alexa pops up. And it was just driving me nuts, man. I'm like, just put the Google Assistant in there. Look at Alexa's listening. Hey, I can't be saying that word. See, this is the problem. I can't say that word when I'm recording because she's always been listening. Oh, I didn't mention that. By the way, this also does have the ability to turn the microphone off. So if you're like me and you forget that your smart speaker is listening, you can definitely turn that on if you want some privacy. Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed this review of the Samsung Freestyle. If you want to turn any wall in your home into a theater, this is the gadget that you gotta get. If you like this video, please, of course, smash that like button, subscribe to this channel, and of course, leave your comments below. My name is Andy Barrar, Handy Andy, signing out with the Samsung Freestyle. See you again next time. Bye for now.